it's just so easy to catch highlights that it's like, why would I even care? It's like it just doesn't feel like an event. The NFL was like once a week, can't miss TV, and the betting is crazy and all that stuff. I just don't get that same like sense of urgency at all. It's
Do you
sad.
think that NFL would turn into niggas just watching highlights?
The NFL?
Yeah, like it'll get to a point where people just watching highlights, not even watching the game anymore.
No, because I think that people are too addicted to sports gambling with the NFL to not tune in and see where their money's going live. Um, Also, I just feel like there's just more passion. I feel like NFL fans are just more passionate. Maybe I could be tripping, but I just get that sense that like, did you see that story about the chick that was getting cussed out at the Philly game for no fucking reason?
No.
Okay, so long story short, okay, have we been live for at least 30 seconds?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
I already cussed
So-
anyway, so.
Okay, all right. Whatever, fuck it. Eagles and Packers game is going on, and this like older white dude, he starts cussing at this white woman that's like got a cheese head on or whatever. She didn't do anything, by the way. I feel like that's important to mention. And he starts calling her like a dumb cunt for no fucking reason.
Damn.
And it's just like, look, that's terrible. And if you're a Philly fan, like, what the fuck? Why? Every time I hear something about Philly fans, it's always some shit like that. Like they're just being crazy aggro for no fucking reason. But yeah, he's just cussing her out for nothing. And she's with her man, but her man's got like a fucking body cam on for some reason, which is
super suspicious.
Yeah, interesting. But honestly, if they were anywhere else besides a Phillies home game or an Eagles home game, I would be like, that's weird. But considering what happened and considering how Eagles fans act, I'm like,
that's on brand for Eagles fans.
I might want to document whatever the fuck happens to me too if I'm coming in from fucking Green Bay. But yeah, it's like the reason why I bring that up is one, because it's newsworthy and it's kind of weird and strange. Dude got fired, by the way, which I think is awesome. The internet, doing his job. There's no reason to be calling a woman a dumb cunt just because you're beating their football team. Yeah. Packers weren't even winning. What are you doing?
Yeah, like Eagles fans will jump you, bro, walk into the stadium. Like it's not safe. Like, but like the Raiders games, they'd have like people get stabbed up and stuff like that. It's like, yo, it's not the place you want to be. That kind of place.
Not to be a simp, right? But if you want to talk shit to some dude, whatever, man, it's fucking football. Who cares? I don't care if motherfuckers fight at football games. That's just that's the price of admission. Like, and frankly, I prefer it. But like, why are you calling some girl names? It's fucking bitch made. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's really stupid. It's beyond stupid. Stupid is just too nice of a word. But yeah, what was your thoughts on the wild card?
Justin Herbert went out so sad. Also, just when you thought nobody could go out sadder, Sam Darnold, my God. I mean,
was sacked 9 times.
I mean, it's so much bigger than even that. So before the last game of the regular season, which, in case anybody forgot that the league was scripted, how about them marketing the biggest regular season game of all time? Winner wins the division and gets the 1 seed. Loser is the 5th seed. Sure, man. Sure. It's just a reason to get people to tune into week 18. But Sam Darnold going into the last game of the season was like, bro, there's literally no reason not to pay this man 40, 50 M's a year, right? And I've been saying this shit all year. They're doing everything they can to stop handing out these whack-ass big contracts. Have I not been saying that all year? Every time somebody is up for a big contract, they're like, let's have him play like shit. Let's have him play so bad on a nationally televised standalone game that there is no way even his biggest fans or people from his city or his team are going to want to justify paying him all this money, right? And what happens? He goes from people being like, there's no way he doesn't get franchise tag. There's no way he doesn't get a contract. He goes from that to 2 bad games, and they're like, damn, I guess we got to go with JJ McCarthy. I almost feel bad.
I mean, they drafted him as the future JJ McCarthy. That is, so it'd be dumb to give up on him so soon. That's what happened with San Francisco with Trey Lance. They might be in a better position. Who knows if they actually just roll with Trey Lance? But Brock, I guess, is more marketable for pink reasons. So same reason that Sam Darnold gonna get a contract regardless. Cooper Rush might get a contract, not nearly as high as Sam Darnold, obviously, but a lot of these backup quarterbacks that played a little minute, they gonna get their money.
Sam Darnold is not gonna get a good contract. Like,
you'd be surprised, bro.
His best case scenario is like a Baker Mayfield deal, like 3 for $90 or $100 or something like that. But he was in line to do a lot more. But
I ain't gonna say he's gonna reset the market or anything, but he gonna get paid for sure. The thing is, the team is gonna pay him is gonna be a team desperate for a quarterback. That's like Gardner Minshew last year. Came in for an injured AR5, and then he ended up being a Pro Bowler. Then Raiders signed him. Guess what? He the starter. Turns out, oh, he's terrible. So, yeah, Sam can start somewhere. Sam could definitely start somewhere.
It's got to be for like some old senile owner that doesn't know any better, that like doesn't have internet access or something. Because if you watch the last 2 games by Sam Darnold, and then you find out like Adam Schefter breaks the news that like your team signed Sam Darnold, who the fuck would be happy with that news? Like if we found out that he was coming to the Titans, would you be like, oh, we're gonna have a winning season next year? Would you think that? Because I wouldn't.
There's too many holes on the Titans. You got to use a different team. Use a team that don't need that much. It's just a quarterback away.
Jets.
They need a lot of shit, but it's like front office shit. That's their thing.
I'm
trying to think of a team who just needs a. I want to say the Jags. What about but nah.
What about the Dolphins? Now, yeah. I mean, Tyreek Hill's going to leave anyway, so.
But they still got shit to work with, though. They still got Jalen Waddle, Mostert, and A-Chain on offense.
Man,
they still have something.
McDaniel, bro.
Yeah, what was that you was telling me before we went live?
About Mike McDaniel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dolphins fans, I'm sorry. You got the softest coach in the entire NFL. Never in my life have I seen public reports. Like, they decided to publicize that they cannot find their players enough. They cannot penalize them enough to get them to show up to practice on time. Never in my fucking life would I hear that about Mike Tomlin, one of the Harbaughs, the other one of the Harbaughs, fucking Bill Belichick, Andy Reid. Even Nick Sirianni's got his players reading fucking novels for like AP English on the sideline. But at least they're showing up. At least they're showing up for practice on time. Like Jalen Hurts is an android. At least he shows up to work. But like the Dolphins are so embarrassing. And all this time, I like Mike McDaniel because, I'm a bit of a soft guy myself. Like, I'm not super confrontational, but it's not my job to coach an NFL team full of grown men. But Mike McDaniel gets no respect from these motherfuckers, and it's pathetic.
Yeah, I think there's a fine line between undercoaching and overcoaching. Like, overcoaching would be your Nick Saban when he was with the Dolphins. That's overcoaching. Try to talk to him like he was at Alabama, LSU. Mike McDaniel, he too buddy-buddy. He tried to be their friend and all this other shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, you gotta know how to toe line. Like Andy Reid did that shit perfectly. You can toe the line where I can chew you out in practice to the side, completely decide to chew you out, and then give you words of encouragement after the fact. The way it should be. But yeah. Talk about the LA Rams. Because we talked about how the Rams, I don't see them putting a 36-year-old quarterback in the Super Bowl after he already won one. But the LA Fires, the Missouri connection, and all that stuff. What do you think their ceiling is?
There are 2 angles you could go at with the Rams, because there is the narrative where they end up playing the Lions, where he started out with, they get rid of him, he goes to the Super Bowl, wins immediately, comes back, and when the Lions are about to go to the Super Bowl, the guy they gave away could stop them. That's crazy. Like, that's a crazy storyline. That's possible.
Yeah, that's a better storyline than, say, Philadelphia playing Detroit. I know we kind of writing off Washington, but say Philadelphia plays Detroit. It doesn't really have that same compelling storyline to it. Nah. But at the same time, it's still you get the 1 versus the 2.
True. And you get to justify, because I feel like some people, and by some people I mean me, are still holding it against the league and the whole playoff system and the whole regular season games don't matter thing. I'm still holding it against those people, this institution, that Saquon Barkley didn't go for the record. And it's like the only way they can justify that is if they at least make it to the NFC Championship. Uh, and I just feel like with the whole Saquon didn't get the record, AJ Brown's acting up, Jalen Hurts can't throw, he's coming off the concussion, Nick Sirianni is, I mean, people just don't fucking like him. I don't have anything else to say. I just think that the Eagles do have a story that they could run with, but I don't think it would be as compelling as Matthew Stafford trying to keep the Lions from going to the Super Bowl. I think that's more fun.
Get a round 3 because they split. Detroit won the first matchup last year in the playoffs. LA won, was it this year in the regular season? No, they didn't. Oh, yeah, they 0-2.
Who the Lions lose to? The Lions lost to 2 people. They lost to the Buccaneers
and Buffalo.
It might have been. Buffalo, yeah.
Let's see what homeboy then said. He said, I'm telling y'all it's going to be the Chiefs. Oh, wait. Pull it back up. It's going to be the Chiefs and the Lions. I've said this to people last season. And then you have a Royal Rumble, too. I think the Royal Rumble's before the Super Bowl. I've heard all decodes. I know you said the Chiefs and the Lions, Derek.
Oh, I've been saying that. It's painfully obvious.
Think they're going to really go for that, or are they going to go for a curveball?
You know, I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I've come back to the same place. I'm pretty sure we're just going to get Chiefs and Lions. And, you know, if this future bet that I just keep piling on, that I just keep hammering, of the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl comes through, that would make me a very happy person. So I'm still going Chiefs over Lions. It's just that it seems like everybody in the Lions' way has problems. But the Lions, you know, every time they have problems, they come back stronger. I do think that they could have some trouble. I think they'll have more trouble with the Commanders than they do next round, honestly, because their defense is suspect. And Jaden Daniels, he's a freak of nature. He's on one.
Did you see the stat? It was like the last 5 Commanders games or Commanders wins were all on the last play of the game.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's super storyline. That's the best way to put it. But like I mentioned before the show, they got big plans for Jaden Daniels in the future. I think he's going to go out like C.J. Stroud, had a 1 playoff win. And then next year, it's like you got to look forward. You got something to watch out for. The Commanders, they on the map now. And then they might, you know, go farther the year after that. Who knows?
You know what's so funny? I don't know if you remember at the end of the regular season game with the Lions and Vikings. I'm pretty sure Dan Campbell pulled up on a homie from the Vikings on Kevin O'Connell. He was like, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, that was a curse. That was a curse. That was definitely planned.
Plot twist. The niggas met up for drinks in the middle of the week after the Vikings lost or some shit. Plot twist.
Yeah. I saw that shit coming from a mile away. I was like, bro, the Vikings are done. Sam Darnold, he's done. Like, I knew that he wasn't going to live up, but, bro, I just had this Kings game on in the background. They just hit me, the DeMar DeRozan's on the fucking Kings. I don't know how I keep forgetting that shit. The NBA is so weird now, bro. But yeah, no, they definitely set the Vikings up for failure. If you're a Minnesota fan, I feel sorry for you, but y'all never had a chance.
Goddamn Sam Darnold, man. And their window probably closed too. Because JJ McCarthy, he won the national championship, so I doubt they're gonna give that nigga a Super Bowl too. So
no time soon.
Especially if you in your second year in the league, they're not finna do that to you. Hell no. Tom Brady didn't even win a natty at Michigan. So
shoot, I mean, didn't they like what was JJ McCarthy's injury? Would they like break his leg as soon as he got in the league or something?
It was ACL.
They're like, bro, you got to pay your dues immediately. You don't even get to play. It's tough. I'm interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I am too. Someone said, wait, damn, they be going so fast. Said, what is Allen versus Mahomes? Part 1, young team, they'll be back and better for revenge. Part 2, 13 seconds, great game. Bills need KC at home. Part 3, Bills still lose to KC at home, so now what? Referring to the Bills-Ravens matchup as far as Either way, we're gonna get a rematch. I don't see the Texans winning that game, but either way, it's gonna be some type of AFC Championship rematch. Whether it be Josh Allen versus Mahomes or Lamar versus Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm putting zero stock, zero faith, zero brain power into the idea that the Texans could upset the Chiefs. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. Like, it's my lock of the week. I mean, what are we talking about?
Who is the biggest team on the upset alert?
I mean, technically speaking, it kind of has to be the Ravens because they're only like 1-point favorites, I think.
I don't even count that as an upset. As even. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
I guess not.
Because all these other spreads are pretty big. So, whether it be
Yo.
Philadelphia, what's up with you, man? Philadelphia,
And shit.
Detroit, or KC?
Oh, for me?
Nah. It was. I was asking Derek. I don't know. He was looking like he was in deep thought over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I was processing. I mean, it's really between because in my mind, there's no shot the Chiefs lose. I mean, just 0%. So it's really between like who do we think's going to shock the world? Is it going to be the Rams or the Commanders? Who's more likely? I think the Eagles are more likely to fuck it up than the Lions this weekend, if I'm being honest.
B, what about you?
On what?
What team's on upset alert?
What team's on upset alert? The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
That's why I'm glad you came in at the time you did, because we just talked about.
You heard my rant? Anybody heard my rant? Yeah. Anyone that heard my rant earlier, it makes sense what I'm trying to say.
I missed it. Explain.
I think the Chiefs on upset alert. And real quick, for anyone listening, you got to understand. I find it funny. Now, I'm not saying it's a for sure thing. Let's just get that out the way because I don't want to hear, oh my God, he said that. No, it's not what I'm saying. But just hear me out, people. Yeah, I don't find it funny how they make the Chiefs against the Texans instead of the Chiefs versus the Bills or the Ravens. I find it funny how it's Lamar versus Josh Allen. Then the winner of that gets to go on the AFC, right? Championship. And instead, they're going to give the Chiefs the Texans. Why it should have been the Chiefs versus Ravens or Chiefs versus Bills. I know how the rankings win and things like that. But if you really listen to it, if you really think about it, how can I start? Because I was just rambling all day today. If you really think about it, Lamar versus Josh Allen, this is a bad thing. It's not a good thing because every single person is high on the Chiefs, right? Very so. They have every right to be hard on it, high on the Chiefs. Now think about it though. So does Josh Allen or Lamar even deserve an MVP at this point? Because whoever wins this game there's a chance that they're going to lose to the next round. The Chiefs. So it doesn't even matter at this point, is what I'm trying to say. It does not matter. None of this matters. At this point, you might as well just give the Chiefs the AFC Championship right now if everybody's high on them. You have it right. But I find it funny how they made sure it was the Chiefs versus the Texans this round, and the winner of that will go against Josh Allen or Lamar. How I see it is the Chiefs are on upset alert. They can lose, and then Josh Allen and or Lamar can have an easy path to the AFC Championship without having to go through Mahomes. That's the reason why I say what I say.
Interesting.
I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen play out every single year in football, some way, somehow. Okay, we're going to make sure Lamar or Josh Allen doesn't even have to face the Mahomes because chances are they're going to lose to a Mahomes. So why don't we just have Mahomes lose to somebody else? That way Lamar and Josh Allen has an easier path to get to the Super Bowl. Now, when it's time to get to the Super Bowl, we'll get there. That's a different story. But the path to the Super Bowl, you can do it without a Patrick Mahomes. Now, is it a guarantee that the Chiefs is going to lose this week? Hell no. Of course not. The Texans can get their ass blown out. But thing is, they don't have to go through a Patrick Mahomes because it would be a waste of time if the Chiefs do win. Now, Lamar or Josh Allen would have to go against the Patrick Mahomes. And then if the Chiefs do win that, all that Ravens talk, like Lamar MVP talk, that Bills talk, Josh Allen MVP talk goes out the window at this point because they're going to lose to a Patrick Mahomes. So what I'm trying to say is, why do they keep rewarding these guys when they keep losing to Patrick Mahomes in the end? Who's the real MVP? Patrick Mahomes is the real
I mean,
MVP.
that's
If you're going to be technical. Yeah, because
it's a regular season award. That's the thing.
That's the stupidest award
MVP is
ever.
a regular season award. They just wait till the end of the year, kind of like how wrestling does with the Hall of Fame thing right before WrestleMania.
Yeah,
that's the equivalent of that, basically.
But how could we expect that reward when you just keep losing in the end? And it's the same guys losing to Patrick Mahomes in the end. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's the stats. That's the thing. It's the stats.
It's the stats. And at some point, people's going to have to wake up and say, yo, as much as I fade the Chiefs, right? Like this Super Bowl, I don't feel like going to win. But if you really think about it, Patrick Mahomes winning this week is actually a bad thing for Lamar or Josh Allen's legacy. If everybody's high on Chiefs, because then, okay, so then what happens? The Chiefs losing the AFC Championship? See what I'm saying? If anything, you might as well have the Chiefs losing now. Pack it up, go home, wait till next year. Because if the Chiefs win this game, how does that look for what are we going to get? What are we going to get? Lamar versus Patrick again? Who's going to win that one? What are we going to get? Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes again? Who's going to win that one? We've seen it time after time after time when it counts. At this point, they shouldn't even go against the Patrick Mahomes. That's what I'm trying to say. So I found it funny how they made sure the Chiefs matched up with the Texans instead of the Bills or the Ravens in a divisional matchup. That's why I say that. And also, and that was my dark horse to the Texans in the AFC. But go ahead.
Funny thing about that is it's the same 4 teams that made a divisional last year in the AFC. They just literally flipped the matchups. That's all they did.
That's all they did. Yeah, because it was Ravens and Texans. Yeah, and Bills for Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we should have got last year. I mean, this year we should have got that again.
Yeah, we can still get that, but only problem is this for all the marbles. Apex said the better story is Josh Allen rematching Mahomes for the AFC Championship. How?
It's not. It's not the story.
It's been raining
it plenty after that 13-second game. Like that is literally all anybody wants is for Josh Allen to one day take down Mahomes in the AFC Championship at a championship game and get that revenge.
Thank you, Therapy. So you guys understand where I'm coming from when I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say a for sure thing, but you guys can't say a better matchup is Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar or Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen. We've seen both of them, and they failed. We've seen Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes a little bit more in the playoffs than the Patrick Mahomes and Lamar. But even when Lamar had to go against Patrick Mahomes, he still failed. So I ask you guys, what is a better matchup for Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship? Absolutely none. Unless the Chiefs are going to take a L. If the Chiefs ain't going to take L, you might as well just get the AFC Championship right now. That's what I'm trying to say, people. You got to really think about it.
Have the Chiefs been in the championship game like the last 5 years straight?
Ever since Patrick Mahomes became an official starter, they were in the
championship. His first year he lost to Brady. Yeah, the only time he's lost the AFC Championship game is to Brady. No, my bad, Joe Burrow too.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
So he's been there ever since. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you think about it, no. The Chiefs versus the Ravens and the Bills is bullshit. It's gonna be another matchup.
People want to admit it, but they do like dynasties. Like the ratings show that like everybody complained about the Warriors and Cavs, and then the second it stopped, people were like, "Man, the NBA's dead. It's boring. I don't even want to watch anymore." People like a villain, and for what and believe it or not, the Chiefs are it right now. They are the Patriots dynasty. They are the Warriors or LeBron. They are that team, and it would just be shocking to me if we have an AFC Championship where the Texans are in it, bro. No one's gonna watch.
But you're right. But check this out though. Check this out. Against the Ravens or the Bills, this is boring. We've seen it plenty of times. I swear to God, we better have seen them against the Jacksonville Jaguars or the Jets. I swear to God, not even trying to be funny.
I don't think against people the Ravens and the Bills. Boring. I think people are going to call it the game of the century. Like,
I don't.
Because they're the top quarterbacks in the league. So
Lamar
why
versus
not put
Josh
them against
Allen,
each
they're like,
other?
this is the biggest game of the year. And then Lamar or Josh versus Mahomes is going to be the biggest game of the year. And then whoever comes out of that game, they're going to be like, the AFC Championship, people are going to be like, this is basically the Super Bowl. Because honestly, I think the Bills or the Chiefs would beat whoever comes out of the NFC, in my opinion. The only quarterback in the AFC that's in the playoffs that I don't trust right now is Lamar Jackson. Sorry. That's just me.
Dale, what you think?
About what?
What Derek and B just said.
About the Chiefs and the Bills
AFC
winning
Championship storylines.
Just the
the
AFC
Championship
storylines.
Yeah.
I truly think, bro, like the Chiefs three-peat is a good storyline, right?
The best.
Get to see history be made.
I think that's a good storyline, and I think also what can also be a good storyline is they always say Lamar Jackson chokes in the playoffs, and he, makes a little run this year. That could be a little good storyline too.
By bringing down Patrick Mahomes, the Wonder Boy of the NFL. That
For
good
Lamar?
business.
By Lamar taking down Allen and potentially taking down Mahomes, potentially.
If Lamar gets past this weekend, it's like if the Bills go through, I feel like Mahomes is just gonna beat him again. But if the Ravens get through,
see what I'm saying?
I would actually be like, maybe Lamar is over it. Maybe the league decided that this is his year. Maybe Derrick Henry really is the difference. Maybe it's different this time. Like, I'm actually more scared, as somebody that wants the Chiefs to three-peat, I'm more scared of the Ravens getting there than the Bills. Because, man, the Chiefs are not afraid of the Bills. They beat them all the time in the playoffs. It's nothing. They can beat them in 13 seconds. But when the Ravens get there, I would be like, it might be that time,
Yeah.
I don't know. I ain't going. I'm on the Texans all day. I've been on
What
it before.
What games y'all went over already?
We ain't gone over none yet.
Oh, damn, for real? Okay.
Yeah,
There's
you
only
got
4
in
games.
just in time. Yeah. And that was actually the segue into the first game since we talking about it. And it's funny, we just talking about the Chiefs. It's crazy. Houston and KC. KC is an 8-point favorite. Do they cover? Do they win? B, I'm gonna start with you.
Nah, they're not covering. They're not covering. Chiefs not covering. They're not covering that game. Something fishy might happen in one of these two games. Mark my words. I'm telling you. I keep telling people, like I was telling people, if anybody's so clear on the Chiefs, your bank account should be empty because that should be the easiest money that you would make. For them to win the AFC, forget about Super Bowl. To win the AFC, your bank account needs to be empty because that should be the easiest lick ever. Easiest lick.
I've been making money off the Chiefs all year. It's been the easiest money I've ever made betting. Just bet on the Chiefs every week, except for the last week, except for week 18. But that's on Carson Wentz. That's not me.
So wait, B, who you got winning now?
Texans.
Okay, right there over there. Dale, who you got?
Damn, B, for real? I got the Chiefs winning.
I can't get out of it. Y'all know before the season, remember I said it. I said the Texans and the Chiefs face off. I got the it should have been the AFC championship for me, but it's the divisional. But yeah.
Dale,
Back out now.
And the Chiefs.
Okay. Derek, who you got?
I put it in the chat.
They're gonna win and cover. Boom. Yep, I'm with you on that. I don't know about the cover part, but I definitely got them niggas winning. I don't see them niggas losing by any means whatsoever.
They've had like a month off, bro. Like literally everybody's coming back. I feel like.
Can I say something? Before we get to the next game, so I asked this: assuming the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, who's everybody's pick is going to be next year? So what I'm trying to say is, when does it stop? Based on what needs to happen for it to stop. So if the Chiefs hit 3, who is everybody rooting for next year?
They probably still gonna go with. They still gonna. People still gonna bet on the Chiefs to win.
That's what I'm
Super
saying.
Bowl. root for, that's a different conversation. But as far as who they think go in,
if the Chiefs three-peat, Travis Kelce's probably gonna fucking propose and retire. If we're being honest, it's gonna destroy team morale. Everybody's head's gonna be too big. Everybody's gonna want a new contract. Andy Reid's gonna celebrate with too many cheeseburgers, have a stroke or something. The team's gonna fall apart. Like next year, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, there's just no way. There's no way they're winning next year. If they win 4 in a row, like no one's watching the NFL anymore. The league.
They wouldn't do that. Shit, the Warriors couldn't even three-peat. Yeah, they not finna do no shit like that.
So the Chiefs are gonna win this year, and then the team's basically gonna break up like the Beatles.
Hold on, how many times straight have the Chiefs been in the Super Bowl?
I think it would be like 5 times in 6 years. I think.
No, Super Bowl, not AFC Championship. I think it's 2, but I think it's 3 and 4 years, but 2 of those were back to back. Philly,
yeah, the Eagles,
San Francisco, because the Rams won the one before that with the Missouri thing.
Yep.
And then before that was the Chiefs again. No, it was the Bucks because the Chiefs lost to the Bucks, and the year before that they won against San Francisco. But they've been a lot. Next game, Washington and Detroit. Detroit is a 9.5-point favorite. Derek, I'm gonna start with you. Do the Lions choke it up, or do they just whoop that ass?
The spread is too big. But the Lions are gonna win. Give me the Lions. I think that it's going to be a kind of close game. The Lions have been dealing with like a bunch of injuries, and it's just like there have just been too many blowouts in the playoffs. So I just think that the Commanders, and with the story that they had with Jaden Daniels, like I think they're gonna want you to think that the Commanders have a chance. Like the Commanders might actually start the game. Like if they get the opening kickoff, they may go down and score a touchdown. That's the perfect time to bet the Lions money line. But I'm going to have to go with the Lions, but it's going to be close.
Dale, who you got?
I'm with Derek on that one. I like the Lions to win, but not cover. They might win on a walk-off field goal, but I think the Commanders keep it close, but I like the Lions to win the game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I think it's going to be close. Like Derek mentioned, all the blowouts and stuff. Usually when they get all that out the way, the divisional, that's when all the games get all close. Build up all the drama because it's like, oh, you playing for the chance to get to the championship game, which means you can get to the Super Bowl potentially. And it opens up the door for more storylines possibly that we might not have heard about, known about. Because, they love throwing them little tidbits in there mid-game. So-and-so, his dad was a long-time Lions fan, all this shit. Now he played for the Lions. So, they got to... they always throw them little tidbits in there mid-game that we ain't heard about all year. B, who you got?
I think the Commanders start up hot. I think they score first. I think the Lions just take over. So hopefully we see the Commanders start up hot to the point where Lions number goes down, and then you can pound them in the in play. That's my strategy this weekend for the Lions versus the Commanders. Commanders start up hot. And you see the line drop down to -1.5 or something like 2.5. Pound that shit. Not the spread, just like the money line. You see money line at -130, 40. Pound that shit. Lions win. They come back. That's what I'm hoping happens. That's my strategy. So I'm gonna in-play the game. But yeah, I got Lions. Do they cover the spread? I don't. It's possible. I really don't know. But just hopefully we just see a flip with the spread. So I can take advantage of the Lions. Lions it is.
Next game, LA Rams at Philadelphia. 6.5-point favorite going to the Eagles. Supposed to snow. Does that factor in a little bit as far as how the game turns out as a low scoring, which I could definitely see that game being low scoring? Or does the LA wildfires keep things hot for the Rams in the snow? Is that what's going to propel them to go against potentially Detroit or Washington? Derek, I'm going to start with you.
I'm always picking the Rams, always picking them to upset. It was the easiest money ever, knowing that they were going to beat the Vikings. But I will say that I was just in LA, not a flex. It was for work. I got laid off from that job, so I had PTSD from the trip. But the point is, LA always has nice weather. Always. You can wear a t-shirt, hoodie, doesn't matter, tank top, shirtless. It's always the same weather. And I feel like going all the way to Philadelphia, all the way across the country, and throwing in the snow, which is what the Rams want to do, I just don't. I don't see it happening. There's a reason that spread is at 6. Saquon is gonna run like crazy. Rams have no like. Whether you're looking at it from an NFL statistics perspective, a weather perspective, a narrative perspective, it just makes sense that the Eagles win, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win kind of comfortably. Cooper Kupp's looking almost washed. Like they had this narrative running with the fucking crazy white defensive backs playing in the snow too. It's just there's just a lot of stuff stacking up against the Rams. So I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles, even though it pains me.
B, who you got?
I'm rolling with the Rams. Yeah, I know how I feel about that. This is personal for me. It's personal for me. So, it's personal for me. So I don't gotta sound like a broken record. I know the Super Bowl that I'm aiming for. So, no matter who wins that one, it's a Super Bowl that I'm aiming for. And I personally think if if the Rams win this week, there's a big chance we're gonna see that. I really think there's a big chance if the Chiefs handle Texans, I think we're gonna see that. Right. But I'm taking the Rams on this one. If the Eagles win it, they win it. But who the fuck wants to see an NFC championship with the Lions and the Eagles? I mean, nah. Let me get Rams.
Dell, who you got?
I went back and forth with this game. In my opinion, I just think I gotta go with they getting hot at the right time, and McVay and Stafford, they are beast in the playoffs together. And I just feel like the Rams gonna go in there and win that game. They're gonna win it.
Cooper Kupp had 1 catch last week.
That's okay. That's okay. We're not worried about Cooper. We got Puka.
Well, that is fact. Kupp ain't that guy. Kupp ain't that guy no more.
I think that one catch, that's some prop bet shit though. That one, that's some prop bet shit if I ever seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rams on this one, man. Like, it could definitely go either way, but I'm gonna go with LA on this one. And besides the better storyline, the Matt Stafford thing, even though we've seen it already twice.
Right.
It is a better storyline.
But if you think about it, if both of them, the Lions and the Rams, are in the NFC Championship, like you said, that's a good storyline, right? To go to the Super Bowl. And the thing about it is, if I had to choose, just hypothetically, if I had to choose McVay and Stafford versus Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, I would go Stafford and McVay all day.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Dale. That's a fact, Dale. Talk to them.
Somebody said if the Rams will win the Super Bowl, it'd be super obvious. Would it really be super obvious?
Nah. Why? Because of the Wild?
I guess that's I assume what they're saying.
Nah, I don't. Honestly, maybe us 4 can say that, right? Maybe the people in the chat can say that. The regular fanboys, they wouldn't think twice about it. You
That's
guys
what I was
know
thinking.
that. Yeah, you guys know that. People in the chat, stop it. Anybody, listen, if you're not in this type of community, you're not going to think that. You guys think that because you pay attention and you're a part of this community. So it's easy for us to say. But the regular Joe show right now, they not thinking twice about that. They not thinking nothing about wildfires.
That is interesting to think about. Like, if the Rams made the Super Bowl, like, the people that are subscribed to Lobo's channel will be the only people who are like, that makes sense. Everybody else would be like, bro, what?
They wouldn't know that. That's what I'm saying.
I think the only thing that could raise the eyebrows is the fact that Dodgers won the World Series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that'd be the only thing.
That'd be a little too heavy. It'd be a little too heavy.
It's like when I talk to friends who don't even like go into the scripted, like we ain't going super deep with the conversation type shit, and I bring up the Lakers in 2020 and the Dodgers in 2020. Oh, the Dots always connect with people on that shit. So.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And then you factor in Kobe died and all that shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna say one more thing. Like Noah, you can fade me all you want, bro. I don't care, bro. Like at the end of the day, it's a pick'em show. You know what I mean? Show me your receipts of your tickets and let me know something. Because at the end of the day, on Monday night, over thinking about it over the weekend, right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I could send y'all low. I could send Derek. I could send B. Nigga, I had $400 on the Rams on Monday night.
Yeah, I input them.
You did what
So
again?
I picked the Vikings on the show, but the more I thought about it, I
Same
ended up
thing.
taking the Rams.
Same thing.
Same
I
thing.
tell people if they really want to talk to us, it's a pick'em show. Yes, we're gonna pick who we think is gonna win at that particular moment. But shit changes. Who you put your money on, that's what really matters, and that's what people gotta realize.
Exactly, bro. So
You know what I'm saying? Like we may say, yeah, Rams. Then maybe 2 days later, it's like, oh man, I don't know about this. I've seen something or read something that's going to change my mind, and where I'm putting my money at, that's what matters. And I usually tell people that. Where you put your
bro.
money at.
I be throwing together all types of crazy teasers, but I'm not gonna put that on the show because y'all aren't here for that. But like, I'm not coming on. I'm not coming on here and be like, this team's gonna win. This team's gonna win. This is gonna. I don't jump off and get on a sports betting app and be like, well, according to the Pick'em show, straight bet. Like that's not how I actually bet. That's crazy.
Nah.
I don't do that.
Yeah, the one game I felt like after making the pick and I really started thinking it was the Washington game last week. I was like, yeah, if especially after Bo Nix lost and the Broncos, I was like, yeah, one of them niggas gonna win.
Bro, after we all said the Chargers, literally 30 minutes later, I was sitting here and I was like,
same thing. I said, them
the
niggas gonna
Chargers
lose.
aren't gonna
They're gonna lose, bro. I said
It's
that.
too
I said
obvious.
they're gonna lose.
Everybody's on this
bet
game.
that.
That means they're probably gonna lose.
I ain't bet that guy. I said I'm staying away from shit. Something not right about that game.
Yeah, they shat the bed. And final game, Baltimore at Buffalo, another snow game, 6:30 p.m. Sunday Eastern Standard Time. Ravens are 1 point favorite, and I want to start with you, B, on this one since this is the MVP battle. But I want to emphasize that 1 point favorite thing. What's it you usually say about 1 point plus one? What is that again?
+1.
Sad to say, well, man, if you see that minus, if you see a 1, you take that +1. And oh man, I don't want to say it, but the Bills are the +1. Bills are the +1.
No, there's more to it that you said besides the +1.
What else? No. Help me out. No, tell me.
You usually say if there's a +1, it's gonna be a blowout.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so forget who winning the game. Yes, I don't think this is going to be a close game. I do not think, no matter who wins, the Ravens or the Bills, I don't think it's going to be a close game. I think everybody's anticipating, correct if I'm wrong, y'all, everybody's anticipating the Texans Chiefs, to be a blowout, right? And they're expecting the Ravens Bills to be a close game. Is it fair to say everybody in the chat, right? Like based on what the spread is, like that's what we expect, right? Don't be surprised if it's the other way around. Even if the Chiefs win the game or the Texans win, I think that's going to be a close game. But that Bills and Ravens game, it's because it's too much anticipation. It was the same with the Lions and the Vikings. Usually when you think those type of games have to shootouts, it always ends up being stinkers. And the clear-cut winner wins the game, whoever that may be. This is so you want me to give my pick, right? Basically,
yeah, that's why I asked it. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I can't go against what I'm saying. For right now, people, right now, just right now, as we are speaking, I expect the line to flip. I expect the line to flip and the Ravens to be dogs and the Bills to be favorites. Probably by the game Sunday. That's a Sunday game or Saturday?
Sunday. That's Sunday the last game on the slate.
Yeah, I expect some. Oh, yeah, I definitely expect some flip. And being that I expect the flip, I expect the Ravens to win the game. And Josh Allen and
because it's funny you said that because I was looking at the line. The line move is currently +1 for the Ravens.
At +1 for the Ravens. Get the goddamn Ravens.
Currently.
Yeah, currently,
What,
right
really?
now. There you go. I knew that line was going to flip. There you go. Ravens, I'm on the Ravens right now, and Josh Allen gets the MVP.
Don't tell me telling you just made you flip your pick.
No, not at all. Because what I was going to say was, if it usually whoever's I expect the line to flip. Now everybody thought I was going to say the Bills, and then that's when I hit you with the I expect the line to flip.
Hit the
You know what I'm
Euro
saying?
stuff
Before
on.
you
I got
started,
you. I got you.
yeah. So yeah, let me Ravens.
Derek, who you got?
Well, I just checked the Green Sports betting app, and it still has the bill. It has the Bills plus 1.5.
That's interesting.
And let me check one other one. For the record, I got the one sec. I just want to check one more thing. I got the Bills. Oh no, it's on both apps that I use. It still got Bills plus 1.5.
Oh no, I use a score and it just showed +1.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
They all be different and shit.
Give me the Bills, bro. Give me the Bills. I think that them being the underdog at home, like seeing how well they played last week, I think that the Ravens are kind of getting a lot of love because they beat up on who last week?
Oh, Pittsburgh. I got to think about it for a
Pittsburgh. I don't even remember, bro. Like nobody. We were all talking about the possibility of the Ravens blowing out the Steelers. I mean, I thought it would be a little bit closer, but I still thought the Ravens would win. But I think people are just too high on the Ravens right now. I think that the prospect of Lamar and Derrick Henry is really exciting. But realistically, I think the Bills, if y'all remember earlier this season, the Bills got blown out by the Ravens. And I just think that they're going to come back with a vengeance. Since then, the Bills have been playing in the snow. They've been blowing people out. The Bills looked crazy last week. So I'm going to go with the Bills. And I think it'll be close. Like, obviously, they're hyping it up as, like, the greatest game of all time. So I think there are going to be some fireworks. That doesn't mean it's a high-scoring game, but I think there's going to be some crazy plays. I just think that Josh Allen's going to win or he's going to die trying. Like, if the Bills are down in the fourth quarter, he'll try and do a front flip into the end zone. He'll headbutt somebody in the fucking chest. Like, I really do think that he's going to do whatever it takes. And if there was going to be a game for Lamar to let people down, it would be this one. So give me the Bills.
I saw this crazy stat. It was like the Bills are 8-0 when they wear their blue jerseys and white pants at home this year. I was like, that's such a random. That's some shit I expect from ESPN. But
yeah, facts. Oh my god,
it is something to think about.
They say that
something
stupid
to think
shit.
about.
I cannot stand their type of stats. But yet, when we say the stats that we say, guess what? It's not allowed on TV. You ever notice that? The things that we all say, certain stats, it's not allowed to be on TV. But their stats, like you just said, oh, you wear blue pants, and if you wear white socks with a white line on it, with a red line on it, you're 71-0, but that matters. Forget it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dumb shit like that. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and I would like to note this too about the last Bills matchup. They had a lot of people out on defense, most importantly. So yeah, I think this shit gonna be close. I say low scoring, especially when you factor in the snow on top of that. But yeah, I could see Buffalo winning this game. We get a rematch where Mahomes gets his 2024, 2025 season revenge because they lost in the regular season. He get back in the playoffs like usual. But I'm going to take the Ravens for that rematch. Cautiously, I'm taking the Ravens. I don't know where I wrote my name and I circled shit. Anyway, Dale, who you got?
I love the Ravens this weekend. I do. I just see the only way I can see Buffalo winning this game, and they can, is Josh Allen has to have a legendary game this weekend. He has to.
He will.
He has to be perfect. Because if he throws a pick or make a mistake, it's over with. Because at the end of the day, I think the game plan for the Ravens, they're going to run the ball to keep it away from him. And if you do that with Lamar and Derrick, I mean, and Baltimore, they're striding at the right time, right? Everybody was wondering what was going on with them in the middle of the season, but they're getting it together at the right time. And I just feel like we're gonna get that Mahomes Lamar rematch in the AFC Championship game again. And because we gotta think about it as well. Buffalo, they have a tendency of choking in the playoffs too.
That's a fact.
Right. So
Yeah, it's usually against the
that's
light skinned dude in Kansas City though.
That's a fact, Lobo.
exactly
That's why I was saying, when does it? So y'all understand where I'm coming from when I say, when does it stop? Because it's not doing any good for Lamar and Josh Allen's legacy at this point. This is worse than anybody that Brady was rivaling, or whoever his
right.
rival was. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is worse.
Yeah.
This is worse because you got two people. I'm saying two plays that come up short that people say is just as good as him, but you keep coming up short. I don't know. At this point, you might as well not even face him in the playoffs.
How many times has Mahomes played Joe Burrow in the AFC Championship game? Twice.
Something like that, yeah.
How many times he played Josh Allen in the AFC Championship game?
Shit.
I want to say twice in the
It feels
AFC
like
Championship
twice.
game. I want to say twice.
He's knocked
I
out
might
Josh
be
Allen
wrong
at least
on
two
that, but
times.
I
At least two
wanna
times he's
say-
already knocked him out.
I
Only
want to
twice?
say twice. I know once was divisional. That was last year. Year before that, shit, that might have been Burrow. I want to say it was twice. Somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. If it's
So is he 3-0
against?
against? Is he 3-0 against Allen in the playoffs as a whole?
I know they played 3 times. I really want to say they didn't play each other twice.
I felt like only
I
twice.
really want to. I want to in the AFC Championship game. I want to say
I
twice.
Oh, the
think
championship
it was,
game.
Yeah,
I think it's
specifically
only one
championship game. It's only
one
been
time because they played twice in the divisional. Because last year was in the
that's right. Yeah.
divisional, and that's when the Chiefs the Bills thought they were gonna win with 13 seconds left. You remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then they end up playing the Bengals, and yeah, I got you. I swear it had to. It feels like more than that because we've seen that matchup so much. Kind of all gets clumped together. But we're gonna move on to the locks of the week.
Yeah, 3 times in the playoffs.
B, I'm gonna start with you. Who your 2 locks?
Oh, we still doing 2 locks there?
This is the last week of 2 locks with teams.
Yeah, two locks. Well, I don't like to make mine easy, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Rams and I'm gonna say Texans.
H-Town, that's crazy, man.
That's it, bro.
H-Town.
That's it. I know my shit is like you got better chance of hitting the lottery type shit. I know that's what everybody thinking, but listen, if that happens, remember where y'all heard that. Because remember, I've been saying it before the season started. If anything happens, I can see the Texans doing it to the Chiefs. So let's go.
Dale, who you got?
I got the Rams, and you already know I got Baltimore.
And Derek, who you got?
Can't believe I got this opportunity. Chiefs and Lions, of course.
Damn, bro, that's who I had. KC and Detroit. That's wild. Actually, no, I gotta fact check that shit about that matchup.
Here's my theory. Like, this is just assuming the Chiefs win, which they will. If the Bills win, like Josh Allen, I mean,
come on, Derek P. Say it. Come on,
Josh Allen just got his ass whooped by Mahomes so many times that it's like it just wouldn't be that crazy.
This is what
for them to just let him win one. But also, if Lamar wins, it just depends on how Lamar plays in this game. Like, that's what it really depends on. Because it's like Josh Allen, Dell's right. Josh Allen has to go crazy for them to win. There's literally no other option. The Ravens, they could have a bad game. Like, Lamar could have a bad game, but Derrick Henry could carry them. It's going to be cold as fuck. I wouldn't want to tackle Derrick Henry when it's like 3 degrees. So the Ravens could just run up and down the field, barely pass. But if Josh Allen has a crazy hero game, it's just like I kind of hope that the Chiefs have a really, really, really close game with the Texans, like they have been, like those stupid games they've had all year, and the Chiefs win. and then either the Bills or the Ravens win in a blowout, and I get to bet on the Chiefs as an underdog at home because that's just my favorite place to be. I mean, that's just the best. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I can't tell you what's going to happen in the AFC Championship game. What I can tell you is that the Chiefs are going to beat the Texans.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. But
Hey, read that comment that Thomas has said. I thought about that the other day too.
Oh,
So
the Ravens 28
yes,
thing, the 12
bruh.
years. Yeah,
1, 13, and 25, bruh. I thought about that.
Every 12 years, and their quarterback 28 years old each time. And the last time the Ravens won the Super Bowl was in the Superdome. You know, the lights went out, all that other shit. So, yeah, that is something to think about. But I ain't gonna go so far as to say, the Ravens gonna win the Super Bowl. None of that shit.
No.
But it is something to think about.
There's something there.
Something to think about. But
I think personally, I think a couple of people is nervous about the divisional matchups. Not saying names, so I'm not saying anything in particular, but I think in a lot of people's minds, some people not really sure about what's going to happen in the divisionals this weekend. I really think that. Something spicy is going to happen. I promise you, something's going to happen in the divisional this weekend. Not what we all expect. It's not going to happen. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen like that. It ain't going to be clear cut easy like that. It ain't going to be the Ravens. Eagles. Eagles and Lions and Chiefs and type of Bills blowout. I just not going to happen.
I can see any upset happening, except for KC. Like that's it. Like I don't think anybody is really all that safe except for Kansas City. I'm telling you, bro, they had a month off, and it's a home game, and the Texans' interior line sucks, and Chris Jones is a monster. Like there's just way too many things in their favor. Like the Texans shouldn't even be here for real. Like the only reason they got here is because the NFL just hates white quarterbacks with huge contracts and just wanted to embarrass Justin Herbert. That's the only reason the Texans are still in the playoffs right now.
So if the Texans win the game, what would everybody say though? No,
I'm taking next week off. I'm not pulling up. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, if the Texans win the game, then what would everybody gonna say?
Shit, everybody would be rejoicing because it's like we ain't gotta see the Chiefs win another bullshit game.
Oh God!
Oh no, that's bullshit. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear.
Everybody
except
will
Chiefs
be
fans, of course, but
me.
Yeah.
And then we got another comment saying they're not gonna have 2 black quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. It has been done before, bro.
That's been done.
So
I know what you mean, but like, he ain't really invited to the cookout like that. His dad is, but he ain't. You know what I'm saying? His wife damn
no, Lobo, you being too nice about it. What do we always say? No thug quarterback. Let's just say it. Just really.
That wasn't what I was even gonna say. I was gonna say full black. I wouldn't even go with the thug shit because Jalen Hurts wasn't no thug.
Well, no, he's not.
But he didn't win.
Well,
I was getting at that though.
You put the jeans on with the haircut, the
with the do rag and the shiesty mask and shit.
Come on, this is
let's say it though.
Being nice, Lobo. He being.
Let's say it.
Lobo's being nice right now.
The thug,
he's being nice. That's just what it is. Yeah,
the third quarterback gonna win it this year.
If it happened, honestly, I want that shit to happen so bad. That way I can cut out and stop saying it. I swear I'll
say this: if in some crazy shit it does happen or did happen that they win, Lamar gets shamed like on a whole nother level.
That's a fact, though.
After the fact, and I'm not even saying like on the field shit. It might be some shit the league been covering up for a while. And I'm talking about that contract he was trying to get while teams didn't want him. That might just magically pop up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something,
bro. Jalen Hurts versus Lamar in the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar performing at halftime. Like,
I don't want to see that.
White people will never be so angry, bro. There's no way they're letting that shit happen. That's why
I don't even want to see that. I ain't even gonna hold.
There's too many niggas on this field, man. Shit.
It's just too quarterback. Much, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I love it for the culture, but I just don't think we're there yet.
Holler, Yamin. Your point don't even count no more. You said Notre Dame is beating Ohio State.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just
the
done, bro.
that's
Yeah.
I didn't even
Anything
see
you
that
say,
shit. Oh, I see.
Wrap it
anything
up.
that you comment, it's not valid no more, bro. Just stop commenting, please.
just take Notre Dame's not. Notre Dame already Notre Dame already basically won a national championship by getting there. That
Right.
they're celebrating. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like they already celebrate. They already did it. They did something that hasn't been done in a long time for that organization or that school or whatever you want to call it. They already did it. It's kind of like what the Lions situation was last year, winning 2 games at home. They haven't won for so long that was an accomplishment in itself. So, but I respect your opinion. But Ohio State should be spanking some ass. That's it.
Ohio State money line first half, money line second half.
Yes, bro. Even I'll take minus 8.5. Fuck it.
He'll take -8.5.
Fuck
You know
it.
what?
If y'all want to put that on y'all parlay for what the NFL looking like this weekend as well, just do that.
If you want to win like a guaranteed ticket, I'm not gonna say guaranteed, bro, but if you want to win a potential ticket, I'm about to go against you on the fucking Chiefs, but the Chiefs, the Lions, and Ohio State. If you want a ticket, that can potentially hit at an 80%
You said
clip.
Chiefs, Lions, Ohio State. Straight money line?
Yeah, straight money line, bro.
Well, y'all
Chiefs
heard
second
it.
half money line is pretty.
But
See, Derby,
yeah,
you
for
make
sure.
not. Wait, say it again, Derby. Say it again.
Chiefs second half money line because
Chiefs second half.
they like
Money
fucking
line?
around in the first half, but like they will be winning at the end of the game. They will be winning by the end of the second half. So that's
bro,
They gotta have the
honestly,
Mahomes
this is one
magic
of
and
those
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
honestly,
But this is also one of those situations where they're so healthy, they might come out crazy and just go up 20-3 in the first fucking half. I'm not
Okay,
gonna lie.
y'all. There
My
you
most
go.
likely blowout this weekend is I really do think the Chiefs are just gonna come out and put pause on them, bro. They've been off for a month, bro. They just been cooking. Andy Reid done cooked up so many fucking trick plays. Y'all got no idea, man.
I agree. I agree with Derek. I think the Chiefs gonna win handily. I'm not gonna lie. But another one is Baltimore, Detroit, and Ohio State. That's a good one. That one can win you some money because that's a pick 'em game.
Yeah, to piggyback off what Derek said about the blowout and what Dell said, if you notice, like the time slots too will kind of tell you certain, especially in college football, it's like noon games usually be night games is when the craziest shit happens. The 10 p.m. games, some super crazy shit will happen when you think it's over with and you go into bed and you woke up. It's like, so Miami came back from 38 to 17 or whatever and won in like 10 minutes. So I think, considering that is the first game, the UCKC game, that might be,
Now you guys are right about that.
You know what I'm saying? Lopsided.
The time slot. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Y'all know I'm heavy. I'm on the Texans, but the time slot is a little suspect. So I don't blame anybody taking the Chiefs. But I don't think that's gonna be a blowout. Being that is the first game of divisional weekend, I'm gonna have to go with the Texans with covering.
Make things interesting to build up anticipation for the other 3 games. I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Texans covering. It's because the first game of the divisional weekend. So for everybody, you don't even have to worry about that whole Texans money line because that's a personal thing. But covering, I'm on Texans covering, bro.
Texans
covering. Yeah.
Gotcha. We're gonna put a pin in it right there because I got a pee.
It has to stop.
But yeah, subscribe to B Fire's channel, Derek Derpy's channel. It's DERYK, even though everybody spells it like Derrick Henry.
It's DERAPY.
I know your channel. I'm talking about your name. When people type your name out and shit, I'll be like, they be spelling this shit wrong all the time.
If the Chiefs
subscribe to Dale's channel too. What's up?
If the Chiefs win this weekend, I don't see them winning next weekend. It's gonna I'm telling you, it's gonna have to stop, bro. It's gonna have to stop, bro. It's not because next year if they win this year, then next year is going to be the same thing. Chiefs. They're not going to let him pass Brady. I guarantee you it's not going to happen, bro. They're not going to let him pass Brady. In a short length of time like this, y'all, you got to realize he just became a starter in the 2018 season. Oh, so we're going to just let this dude just pass Brady every single year once he becomes a starter. You guys got to be kidding me. That's just too much. That's too much, right? That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And if it does to happen, he's going to have a big ass skill to the point where his career is going to be done in a couple years. They're not going to let that happen, bro. They're not going to let him just pass Brady that just like that. Every single year he's going to win, right? Just that easy. He's about to get 4. If he makes it now, that's 4. Okay, so when does it stop? When does it stop? Andy Reid's not going to be coaching forever. When does it stop? Travis Kelce's not going to be playing forever. When does it stop?
And that is the question you got to ask yourselves, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channels, plural. And we're going to be back with some more content. So stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. Wear condoms. Don't drink and drive. Say no to drugs. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.